John and Rose Caldwell of North Buffalo Township have recently welcomed a new member of the family to their yard, a young orphaned gray squirrel they named Hamilton. Most of John's friends know that he's always had a knack for wildlife. When they discovered the motherless baby squirrel, they called him and asked if he would take it in.
He came from Armsdale, the old county home. And his mother got killed in the road, so we kind of adopted him, brought him in here.
Rose believes Hamilton sees John as his father. From the first day they met, he seemed to have a special connection with Hamilton.
I think he thinks John's,
Don't even say that.
I do. I think he thinks you're his parent, because you baby him, you take care of him, and when I'm not here, I think he lets him in the house all the time. But I think because John was the one that when she brought him out in the carry case, he took him out and was holding him and loving him and put him in it. And I think he actually got the scent and stuff.
He got imprinted on him, sort of.
Yeah, kind of. And so the first day that they brought it out, it crawled up in his coat like this and laid in his arm for 2 days. It just laid around and played and would sneak out and stuff. And we let it run. We didn't. And now every day, like clockwork, it comes down, and I have pictures. It knocks. It literally knocks with its foot on the door and wants him to come out and feed him. We were feeding him potato chips. Now he wants cheesies.
She went on to say that Hamilton's daily routine starts with John letting him in the house to get his breakfast.
But every single morning he's down here. Every morning.
Every morning get his breakfast.
Every morning, but you don't know what time. It could be anywhere usually from 7 to 8:30. You don't know when. And then, so we let him in. I let him in as far as the living room, and I'll let him eat chips and peanuts there. But he doesn't get his cheesies in there. He makes a mess. If it was up to him, he'd let him in there.
But John isn't the only one who spoils his pet. While Hamilton was still getting settled into his new home, Rose suggested that they build him a temporary nest in case the other squirrels would not befriend him.
We took a big log, hollowed it out, it's hollowed out, put a little blanket in there, and set it there so he could go in and out. And he laid in there for a day or two, and then built a nest up in a tree.
When asked what Hamilton was going to do in the cold winter months, however, John said he wasn't going to baby him.
No. He'll live like the rest of the squirrels. They all live here all winter long. I feed them all winter. Saw him dry that crutch of that tree, so he's got a nest there. But he'll survive. He's a squirrel.
One of the Caldwell's top priorities is keeping their forest friends happy, and it doesn't come cheap.
I spend more money, I think, on food for squirrels and birds than I do myself.
While the Caldwells have familiarized themselves with the squirrels, they also let them live their lives as they would in nature. To legally own a wild animal in Pennsylvania, a private party must apply for and be approved to have a license. The animals are part of the family, they explained, but they are also wild. In addition to being provided with extra food, all of the animals have their own wooden homes to sleep in at night, brightly painted decorative boxes that John makes himself. Hamilton also enjoys playing with other wild animals.
The blue jays scare him when they come flying down, and he'll jump, but he's getting a little used to them. But as far as the other squirrels and the birds, he plays right with them and stuff.
He has even gotten some of his other squirrel friends to eat from John's hands. And all of the animals enjoy drinking from Rose's koi fish pond, because some of the store-bought feed they usually eat has a higher sodium content than an otherwise natural diet. The squirrels often perch along the stone wall of the water to quench their thirst. Some even like to let the small electricity-powered waterfall run over their faces on hot days. A few times the squirrels have fallen in the water.
Oh, they don't like to be wet. When a squirrel gets wet, that bothers them. And like when he fell into the water, he scoots along here. He'll get his belly and he'll scoot a little piece, and then he'll get up and he'll scoot. They're trying to dry their bellies.
When the other squirrels get wet, they sometimes hang upside down from the trees with their paws spread wide out and let the sun dry them. Rose will often give Hamilton a chip when he's drying.
He'll come down and he'll put his paws out like this, and he'll want you to go over and give him the cheesy or the chips. He doesn't want to have to come over here and get it. He wants you to go over there and feed him.
And though Hamilton was aloof to humans at first, every trace of his former shyness seems to have disappeared over the weeks he has spent with the Caldwells. He may be a squirrel, but every day he comes back to his human family.
He's part of the family now. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Yeah.